Good morning, students. So this morning we are going to learn the International Phonetic Alphabet or the IPA and vowels and consonant sounds in English. By the way, I am Alexander Patrick de la Costa, your teacher. For this lesson, the learning objectives is that at the end of the lesson, you're able to define the IPA and its importance, identify and produce the fundamental vowel sounds, recognize the place of articulation and manner of articulation in producing the sound systems of consonant sounds, and apply knowledge to improve reading fluency and expressions. Okay, the first lesson that we're going to delve into it is the International Phonetic Alphabet or the IPA. IPA is a system of phonetic notation used by linguists, language teachers, and others to represent the sound of spoken language in a standardized way. Developed by the International Phonetic Association in the late 19th century, its primary purpose is to provide a unique symbol for every distinctive sound or phoneme in a language. Okay, IPA is a crucial tool across various fields, including the language education, linguist, speech language pathology, and the arts, because it offers a universal, precise, and unambiguous system for representing and documenting the sounds of any spoken language. Okay, no, that's why, of course, as we all know that the way an English word is spelled is different the way it is pronounced, right? Okay, so the best way to make sure that our pronunciation is correct is that we need to study the IPA. Okay, to give you a recap, there are 44 sounds in IPA, 12 sounds in vowels, 8 sounds for diphthongs, and then the 24 sounds for the consonants. And of course, with that, we're going to delve deeper into it. We're going to discuss its place, the manner of articulation, and how it is being pronounced. Okay, let's proceed to the sounds of English. Okay, learning to pronounce English correctly can be a real game changer, whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to speak with more confidence. Okay, so let's break down the building blocks of English sounds, the vowels, and then the consonants. Okay, the first one is the vowel sounds. Okay, vowels are the open, unobstructed sounds we make when we speak. In English, there are around 12 vowel sounds, which can be tricky because the same letter can represent a different sounds. So here are some of the most common ones described by how you position your tongue and lips. Okay, the first one is the long E. Long E. So your tongue moves from mid-front position to high-front position, like E, E. Okay, think of a sound in bay, rain, or say. Okay, that's long E. Okay, the second one is a short A. Okay, the jaw drops and the tongue is low in front. E, like cat, apple, and sad. Okay, next we have the long E. Okay, long E, E. The tongue is high in front. Okay, like the vowel sound in C, T, or met. Okay, that's long E. Then we have the short E, like the tongue is mid-front, like the word bed, red, or 10. Okay, that's short E. Okay, next we have the long I. Long I, like I. Okay, your tongue starts low and central and glides up a high front position, like the word pie, fly, and time. Okay, next we have the short I. Like the tongue is slightly lower and more relaxed than the long E, like the word sick, big, or ship. That's a short I. Okay, next we have the long O. Okay, like the lips are rounded and the tongue moves from the mid back and high back position. Okay, like the word go, boat, and no. That's a long O. Next, we have the short O. Okay, the lips are slightly rounded and the tongue is low and back. Okay, the short O. Okay, slow, it's slightly rounded like O. Okay, and of course the tongue is the low and the back. Okay, the vowels like the word like cut, dog, dog, and hot. That is a short O. Okay, next we have the long Okay, the lips are rounded and the tongue is high and back also, like the vowel in blue, food, or do. Okay, long blue, like food, or do. Okay, next we have the short Okay, this is a quick, relaxed sound with a central tongue position. Okay, like as in a word, but, cup, and love. Okay, this is a quick, relaxed sound. Okay, so we're done with the vowel sounds. I hope that you would be able to learn those vowel sounds, because it's very important when we pronounce word, when we blend it in a consonants letters. Understood? Okay, very good. So at this point, we're going to proceed with the consonant sounds. Okay, consonants are created by blocking or restricting the airflow in your mouth. Okay, the place of articulation. Okay, so we have here the place of articulation and then the manner of articulation. So the place of articulation is where you make the sound, the lips, our teeth, roof of the mouth, here. Okay, that is the place of articulation. And then the manner of articulation is how you make it, like the burst of an air in our nose. Okay, and of course our continuous sound. Okay, that's our manner of articulation. We're going to delve deeper into that. Okay. So the manner of articulation describes how the air is obstructed as it leaves the lungs. Okay, these are the plosive or the stops, the fricatives, approximant, the nasal, the affricate, and then the lateral approximant. Okay, on the other hand, we have the place of articulation wherein we describes where in the vocal tract the obstruction is made. Okay, these are our bilabial, labiodental, dental, alveolar, post-alveolar, palatal, velar, and the glottal. Okay, let's delve deeper into it. The first one is our plopping sounds or the stops. Okay, that's our manner of articulation. So the stops are these sounds are made by completely stopping the airflow and then releasing it with a small burst. Okay, so just like we are just completely stop the way we speak. Okay, and then we produce sound out of that. Okay, so that is our manner of articulation. So for our place of articulation, we have here the bilabial, like the letter P, like the letter P for P, and letter B for B. Okay, we're in bilabial. We made it with with both of our lips, like P, B. Okay, so try to say the word pat and bat, pat and bat. Okay, we're in, diba? Somehow we feel the slight difference, the release of air when we say that, like pat and bat. That's our bilabial. Okay, next we have the alveolar. Okay, from the letter T and D, we're in. We use the tongue tip behind our top teeth, like T. Okay, tongue tip here, and then behind our top teeth. Teeth. Okay, like T, D. Okay, say the word tap and dap. Okay, so the presence of our tongue and our teeth is very important to say the word tap and then the dap. So that is alveolar in our place of articulation. And of course, we have here the velar for the letter K and J, like K and G. Okay, so back of the tongue against the soft palate. Okay, palate. Okay, so the somehow here in our velar. Okay, the K and the G, K and G. Okay, so velar, back of the tongue against the soft palate. So practice with the kite and gate, kite and gate. So somehow, as we are able to wrap up this, well, we could definitely conclude that these sounds could make us stops. Okay, like p, b for bilabial, t, d for alveolar, and k and g for velar. Next, we have the hissing sounds or the fricatives. Okay, these sounds are made by forcing air through a narrow channel, creating friction or a hissing sound. Okay, like the word, like the letter F and letter V, which belongs to our labiodental place of articulation, wherein it involves our top teeth and the bottom and then on the bottom of the lip. Okay, like top teeth and then the bottom of our lip, like v. Okay, the word fan and then the van, like top teeth and then the bottom of our lip. Okay, that is labiodental. And of course, next we have the alveolar again, tongue tip near the alveolar ridge. Okay, like the letter S and Z in a word, sip and zip, sip and zip. Okay, tongue tip. Okay, and near our alveolar ridge. And of course, we have here the dental. Okay, tongue between the teeth. Okay, these are the TH sounds in think, and these in a voice. Okay, think is our voice sound. Okay, I mean voiceless sounds, and then this is our voice sound. So like it's like think, these, think. Okay, voiceless siya. Think, and these is our voice sound. That's belong to our dental because the tongue between the teeth. So because we use our tongue between our teeth, like pronouncing the think and then the these. Okay, think is voiceless and then these is voice. And of course, we have here the glottal in a letter H. Okay, meaning the sound is made at the glottis, the space between your vocal cord. Okay, our glottal. Okay, we use our vocal cords like pronouncing or saying the H sound like h. Okay, that is fricatives. Next, we have here. Okay, let's continue with the gliding sounds and approximants. So these sounds are made by the articulators moving toward each other but not quite making contact, creating a smooth gliding sound. Okay, so just like for example the letter W, which is pronounced like wah, wherein we use our bilabial velar. Okay, the presence for a lips rounded and back of the tongue raised like wah, wah, wah. Okay, found in words like wet and what, wet and what. Okay, next we have the letter J, wherein when we pronounce the sound of the letter J, we use our palatal. Okay, the tongue near the hard palate. Okay, think of the Y sound. Okay, because J in our IPA is pronounced as yeah. Okay, like the yes and then the yellow. Yes and yellow. So somehow we use our tongue near the hard palate. Okay, now let's proceed to the nasal sounds, wherein these sounds are made by completely blocking the airflow in the mouth and letting it pass through the nose. Okay, for the letter M, wherein we use our bilabial. Okay, lips closed. As in man and mum. Man, mum. Okay. Next, we have the letter N, wherein we use our alveolar, tongue tip on the alveolar ridge. Okay, found in no and run. Okay, tongue tip on the alveolar ridge. Okay, no and run. Okay, next we have the affricate. Okay, it is a combination of a plosive followed immediately by a fricative, beginning with a complete block and ending with a turbulent release. Okay, so we have here the post-alveolar, okay, meaning the sound is made just behind the alveolar ridge, okay, the gum ridge behind your upper teeth. So when we pronounce here the symbol, the TF, as in chair, and then the Z and jam, okay, so somehow we use our post-alveolar, wherein it's belong as an affricate. And of course, we have here the lateral approximant. It is a type of approximant where the airflow is blocked in the center of the mouth but allowed to escape freely over the sides of the tongue. So a type of approximant wherein the airflow is blocked, like the letter L sounds as L. Okay, in light. Okay, wherein we block the airflow in the center of the mouth. Okay, very good, students. We're done discussing the sound system of the vowels and consonant sounds. So at this point, we're going to have the oral reading fluency, which is from the poem The Road Not Taken. So I will read a poem out loud. Okay, so focusing on the clear natural flow. So you're going to pay attention to the vowel sounds and try to articulate the consonant sounds clearly, especially those at the ends of the words. Okay, so The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though I swore that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I keep the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Some were ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Okay, that's the road not taken. So we actually apply, okay, how we pronounce the words in the vowel sounds and then in the consonant sounds in this poem. Okay, I hope you could be able to reflect those sounds and be able to value the sound systems of every word, because somehow it is very crucial, not somehow, but of course it's very important for us to distinguish this, to conclude or to give justice of what we are going to say to other people. Okay, in conclusions, learning to master the sounds of English is a journey that can significantly enhance our communication skills and confidence. Okay, by understanding the fundamental building blocks, vowels and consonants, you can begin to fine-tune your pronunciation. So this is a stepping stone actually where we could be able to pronounce words correctly, okay, from pronouncing it. Okay. And of course, vowels are the open, obstructed sounds, and while they can be tricky, paying attention to tongue and lip position for long and short vowel sounds can make a significant difference. Consonants, on the other hand, are created by blocking airflow in various ways, from the quick burst of plosives to the continuous hiss of fricatives or the smooth flow of approximants. Okay, finally, we can practice our newfound knowledge by reading aloud, focusing on the sounds in a text like Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. This combination of theory and practice is a powerful way to improve fluency and speak English with greater clarity and conviction. Okay, that's the end of my lesson. I hope you've learned on this topic wherein we actually define the sound systems, the IPA, in constructing the words of a consonants and then the vowel sounds, of course. And of course, I hope you can be able to give more, okay, to give more justice to what we are saying, to what we pronounce the words, because that is very important. And of course, we could avoid actually miscommunication and misinterpretation of those words that we told or that we say to people. So once again, thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Goodbye.